So the third part of this exercise is pulling all of that together. And it's just noticing, well, okay, I'm in the park here. I've been focusing for 1 minute on the leaves. I focus 1 minute on the grass, for example, or to the birds singing. And now I'm just going to notice all of it at once for 1 or 2 minutes, and really kind of letting your focus just be external and soaking up all of what's going on around you. And if your focus does come back onto yourself or some thoughts that are coming in, that's perfectly normal, and it's just noticing that and gently shifting your attention back to what's going on externally again. If you've been practicing listening to the radio or listening to music, then it's just noticing the whole of that music track at the same time. So the drums, say, and the piano, and other instruments that are playing, and just really absorbing that for 1 or 2 minutes, or listening to what the radio presenter is saying, but also listening to the background track, and really just absorbing that and it being externally focused. Ideally, you will try this in many different situations and times. So it might be that you try it in the morning, you might try it in the garden, you might try it in the park, you might try it listening to music, or simply just sitting in your room, or just sitting, in your kitchen, or wherever really. So the idea is trying it in different situations so that you build your confidence in being more externally focused. Often I've found that when asking a client to do this type of exercise, that they might think that the exercise is about building up their ability to focus on just one thing for an extended period of time. But actually what we're looking at with this exercise is shifting your attention every minute or two to different things. And what we find is that with, say, something like depression or anxiety, it can be that our attention gets stuck on one thing and then builds our stress levels or rumination over time. And actually what we're looking at with this exercise is we're looking at the ability to switch and move your attention where you want it to be and to be externally focused in that attention. So when you're moving it every 1 or 2 minutes, your attention, that gets you into the practice of being able to move it a little bit like a magnet onto different things. So pulling it up, and putting it down where you want it to be. It can be helpful to, keep a record, say on your phone, or write it down on a piece of paper, the day, time that you practiced, the situation that you practiced in, was it inside or outside, what kind of things you focused your attention on, and how long you practiced. You could write down how you felt before it and how you felt after it, and just notice over time if it becomes easier for you to do. With this exercise, it does take practice to get in the habit of doing it more automatically. So the suggestion is to do it around 10 minutes a day, but you could do it as much as you wanted. So you could do it twice a day for 10 minutes, for example. The good thing also about this exercise is that you can do it anywhere really. So you could do it while you're commuting on the train or on the bus, or you could do it, just sat in the house or walking to work potentially, or these kind of situations. So it's quite a helpful exercise where you can, practice it quite readily, and also, people are not going to really realize you're practicing it either. And it's just noticing to yourself that it's okay for me to be not able to do this immediately, and it's perfectly normal for it to take practice. And it can be quite difficult for people at first if they've been in the habit of being more internally focused and less externally focused. So it can be tricky for folk, but with practice, the ability to be more externally focused and move your attention where you want it to be gets better over time. And it's just thinking, well, like any habit that's been going on for a long time, let's say internal focused attention, or not not being conscious that you can move your attention to where you want it to be. And it's just really thinking, well, I could give myself a little reminder to practice each day, for example. Leave little reminders like little post-it notes at your desk or on the wall in the kitchen, for example, just to be given a little bit of time to practicing this exercise. So I hope you enjoy this exercise, and I highly recommend it. I sometimes use it myself. I also use it with clients, and I was taught this skill and technique at the Centre for Anxiety Disorders and Trauma at King's College London, and yeah, it's a fantastic exercise that I've found to be beneficial with lots of different people. So enjoy. If you'd like to learn about different exercises that might be helpful for you, you can look through some of the other videos, and I also intend to make more of this type of material moving forward. So you could subscribe to the channel just to get a notification when they're issued. Thank you.